I want to be very clear when I say this. The Dark Knight is the best comic book movie ever made. And to be quite honest, is one of the best movies ever made. If I think about the amount of movies that I would give a perfect score, there's only so many, and The Dark Knight is definitely in that category. I rarely show the scores at the beginning of a video, but just to make sure people don't think I'm saying something wildly outlandish, 94% for both scores is astronomically great. The Dark Knight follows Bruce Wayne in peak brawler and detective mode until he meets his match who cares nothing about any of his strength and is always 3 steps ahead of him. And of course, you know that's the Joker, his all time enemy. And I think anybody who has seen this movie will 100% agree with me that the Joker is the driving force of this movie. He is the reason why it is so great. Don't get me wrong, a lot of other great things about the movie, but Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker is the best villain role I have ever seen in any movie. As far as being an antagonist goes, I will pit this Joker against any villain or antagonist that you can think of, and that includes the all-time greats from Dr. Hannibal Lecter, played by Anthony Hopkins, to John Doe, played by Kevin Spacey in Seven. I don't care who you throw out there. The Joker was better. He's the pure embodiment of anarchy. He acts without any sort of rules or guiding principles. He's the ultimate mastermind, and anything that he coordinates, he doesn't mind getting his hands dirty while performing. He actually revels in it and has a shitload of fun with it. And we see that super early in the movie as soon as he walks into a room with a bunch of gangsters and bad guys. And not only does he perform an amazing magic trick, but he has all of them on edge the entire time, and everybody's afraid to attack him. And honestly, they all know he's right. They all know everybody else is scared of Batman. So if you do something great like be villainous, hire me to do it and I'll handle it for you because I know how to piss Batman off because I'm willing to break all of the rules that he sets. He also gives 3 or 4 of the best monologues in movie history. And the interrogation scene between him and Batman in the GCPD is just one of the best movie scenes ever done, plain and simple. I know he was awarded a well deserved Oscar after he passed away, but Heath Ledger in this role, it just breaks my heart that he didn't get a chance to continue playing his character because nobody else has ever played a role better than he can play this guy. Christian Bale continues his greatness from Batman Begins as Bruce Wayne, except now a bit more mature, a bit more seasoned, and willing to make the biggest sacrifices possible. But he also perfectly portrays a hero that has no idea how to stop the villain in front of him because he doesn't understand any of the guy's motives. And I gotta circle back to the Joker for a moment because he says it in the movie that he doesn't have a significant motive. He's a dog chasing the car and wouldn't know what to do with it if he caught it. He's just a pure agent of chaos, and he's happy with that. That works for him. There are multiple moments in the movie where it's very clear that if Batman decided to kill him, he'd be okay with that. He doesn't think Batman will, but if he does, he's just like, all right, whatever, you deserve a better villain, and I'm going to give you that until you're willing to make the ultimate sacrifice and kill me. But I digress because I could talk about the Joker's character in this movie all day. Rachel Dawes was played extremely well by Maggie Gyllenhaal, and I really appreciate that they really built the bond between her and Bruce far better than they did in the initial Batman Begins movie. And the dynamic slash love triangle between her, Harvey Dent, and Bruce is just beautifully crafted. I mean, the way their stories are just woven together is just some of the best writing I've ever seen in a movie. And last but not least is my boy Two Face, because Harvey Dent starts this movie off as Gotham's White Knight, and by the end of the movie, he's been convinced by the Joker to enact his own form of justice in his own version of being an agent of chaos. And for somebody who just lost the person they love most and had half of their face slash body burnt off, most people would go to the dark side in that situation. The Dark Knight also improves on something I stressed in the Batman Begins movie, and that's one, it shows a lot more of the brawling slash martial arts from Batman, but it also takes a step forward in showing just how great of a detective he really is. Look, I can rave about this movie all day. It's literally perfect, and I'll state it once again. It is the best comic book movie ever made, plain and simple. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. And if you haven't, or you haven't seen this franchise, it's streaming on Max. Go watch it right now, immediately. Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises. You won't be disappointed. Drop me a follow and have a great day.